Perfect. So welcome, my friends, to this beautiful and exciting bootcamp that I put together for you. Book 10K weddings in 3 days. As more people are joining, I want to invite you to go to the Facebook group right now. And then in the featured spot right above, you will see the first post, workbook number 1 is here. You're going to download it. It's going to be a PDF file. And then you're going to see in the first page, click here to get access to the document file. All right. And then you go there, you make a copy, and then you can fill it out. All right. So I put all the questions that we'll be covering today. I put some spots where you can put your notes. Everything should be there already for you. So please do that right now so we can do the workshop together. If you haven't received anything, if you cannot figure it out, let me know and I will help you with that. My name is Alina. I'm living in Aruba. Don't have experience with wedding photography yet, but will have my first wedding in April. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's going to be awesome. Since you're just doing your first wedding pretty soon, I'm sure you're going to get a lot out of this workshop, out of this boot camp, which makes me really excited. All right. How about the rest? Hey, I am a person that do not do presentation. I do conversation. So Melanie, Sydney, and Todd, I'm going to call you out. And well, I want to see you in the chat box as I'm asking you where you're from and how many years of experience you have in the wedding industry. Put it in the chat box so we can get this party started. All right. Do we have our workbook? I need some signs. Yes. Alina, do you have it? Did you I see you. Okay. Nodding. Okay. My name is Todd. I'm sorry?
Is it okay on my phone or do I need to have it on my computer?
If you can fill it out on your phone, you can do that. I think computer will be easier for you to do, but feel free to also fill it out after the workshop. So maybe you can go through it through your phone as you're watching the workshop, but I'm gonna inspire you to do it on the spot too. But I would definitely recommend after the workshop, it's gonna take about 1 hour of workshop. And then after that, you can go and do the workbook together. All right?
Yeah, perfect.
Cool. So Todd has been a wedding photographer for 10 years, but wanted to get more weddings for more than I'm currently charging. Cool, nice. So especially day number 2, which will be next week on Tuesday, we'll be talking a lot about pricing. So that Todd, I think is gonna be a great work training for you next week. And today we're gonna talk about more about the branding and how to create that brand that will set you up for charging premium prices and book more 10K weddings. Of course, the title of the workshop is 10K weddings, but I keep saying workshop, it's bootcamp, but you get the point. But my goal is to even help you charge more. Like recently, I charged a $12,000 wedding. I would love for you to charge that. And if you're like charging like $3,000 for a wedding right now and you want to increase it to 7,000, hey, be my guest. We're doing some increasing in the pricing right there, right? So that's my goal. Melanie, I live in Curacao, but originally from the Netherlands. I had some previous wedding in the Netherlands, but having a hard time booking them here. Cool, awesome. Sydney, just got back to my computer. I'm Sydney, based in Michigan. I've been a wedding photographer over 12 years. Love it. And the last few years, I've been moving into more of a luxury space and want to be booking more than a 10K range. Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Since we are already in all together, and I mean, this is a safe place, I would love for you, if you're daring enough, to put in the chat box, where is your range right now, what pricing? Are you at a 2,000 mark? Are you 3,000 mark? What is your biggest package? 5,000, 3,000, 4,000? And where do you want it to go? For most of you, of course, 10K. But where are you right now? So I can have like a comparison of like, okay, where are we right now? And by the end of the boot camp, so by the end of next week on Thursday, I want you to look back and say, okay, I'm here right now, but heck yes, I have so much confidence to be here after this boot camp. This is a free boot camp, but I'm treating it like you're paying me $1,000 to be here. Okay, that's how I'm treating it. Like, you paid me, so you better show up, Steven. Okay. So base is 5,000, but average about 6,500. Love it. Cool. Beautiful. We're gonna definitely increase that. I see more people joining. 6,800, 8,000 current range. Beautiful. I love it. So photographer Jackson, welcome. We are just getting started. I actually want you to go in the Facebook group and download your workbook, which I just uploaded. So download it, make sure you have the copy so we can work on the bootcamp together, and drop it in the chat box. Jackson, where are you from and how many years of experience you have in wedding photography? And where's your current pricing right now and where do you want it to be? So Todd is around 5,000 as his base and average about 6,500. Sydney is around 6,800 to 8,200. Current range, Melanie is around 2,000 for a full day. I now charge by the hour since I have a lot of more vow renewals at the moment. I know it's still on the low side, but I'm already working on increasing now. I'm going full time. Yes. Oh my God. I love it. Melanie, yes, you're definitely on the right spot. I'm here to help you and we're going to make it happen. I love it. I love it. I love it. So photographer Jackson, I'll keep pending for your chat, your answer in the chat box. Okay, Cleveland, 2 years of experience. Cool. Where do you want it? Where is your pricing right now, average, and where do you want it to go? So my goal today is this. My promise, the promise of this bootcamp is to give you a clear, actionable plan to effectively increase your leads and sales, setting you up to book over 10K weddings and confidently charge premium prices without the fear of losing clients. And I want to propose for this to be a safe place where we can talk about the things that not everyone talks about on social media. On social media, it's really easy for us to buy into different stories of other photographers that are only booking these high-end weddings and they have their life figured out. And sometimes it feels like we're behind. Who can relate with that? It's like, oh my God, I've even heard it the same with me. Some people told me, I remember just 2 weeks ago, I was in Curacao actually, and someone messaged me and said, oh my God, your life is goals. I would love to have your life. And that, of course, there was a part of me is like, cool, thanks for saying that. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want you to look at me and think that my life is perfect and I have it all figured out. That is social media. I struggle too. I am the first to say that sometimes I'm like, oh, like, sometimes working a 9 to 5 job sounds so much easier, but we're not meant to that. At least I'm not. And if you're here, there's a part of me that believes, and there's a part of you that also believes that you are meant for more. And whether there are other people that are doing more than you, they have more connections, more resources, more equipments, or whatever, the reality is that if you keep on comparing yourself to those people, nothing is going to change. So today, during our 3 days together, I want to create a safe place where we can talk about the ugly stuff too. Like, shit, that feels bad. That feels, I mean, I want it to be differently. It's not. So that's the place that I want to create for us during this bootcamp. All right. Jackson average around 2,500, looking at the least double for next year. Yes, let's do it. Melanie, I have to say I respect 100% that you show that sinus issue sometimes too, without putting too much focus on it. Yeah. I do feel that I want to do more of that because sometimes I have the little voice like you're only showing the best part. Like yesterday, I was in the pool recovering from the busy wedding weekend, and I'm like, I showed that, but I don't want people to feel like I'm always in the pool or jacuzzi or having a massage because that's not life. I mean, it's cool, but this is also life, the work, the hustle, the struggle sometimes, the challenges. And I'm more than happy to share that with you so that you don't feel like you are alone in this because we all struggle with these things as entrepreneurs. All right. Okay. So I have to bring some testimonials, of course, because I want to make sure that other people are also talking about what I'm teaching, which is my members of my group coaching program, D High and Click. This is a result of one of the members of my program. He just booked a $30,000 wedding, only photos. So no videos. I know some of you do videos and photos. This is only photos. And I want to show you that this is also possible for you, not only for me, for my members in my program, the high-end click, and also for you. And later on, at the end of this workshop, at the end of this boot camp, I will give you an invitation that if you want to talk more about the program, we can definitely talk about it. But again, I'm treating this boot camp totally for free, as you paid me $1,000 to be here and I have to deliver. All right. So the 3-day boot camp, there are three trainings. Today, we're going to talk about how to position yourself in the luxury market and learn how to confidently charge premium prices. Training number 2, which will be next week on Tuesday, we're going to master premium pricing strategies and create an exceptional client experience. And then training number three, which will be next week on Thursday, we will cover the 6-step framework to effectively market yourself to high-end clients and book 10K weddings. That is my promise to you. That is the timeline that we will be working together. Every single workshop, every single day has a workbook, all right, which will be uploaded in our Facebook group. So it's really important for you to be in the Facebook group. There is where I'm going to drop all the assignments, all right? So make sure you have it. And of course, as you are watching the training, I would love for you to share it with your followers on social media. So you can take a photo of your laptop or wherever you're watching this class and share it on social media and tag me at Steven De Cuba. And you can put learning from Steven De Cuba. I don't mind. And I will reshare it to my story so that other people can also see you. And maybe you can connect with other people and maybe other photographers or maybe potential clients too. All right. I see more people are joining. Exciting. Carolina, welcome. So glad that you are here, that you made it. It's so nice to meet you. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I've been sharing that I just uploaded the workbook in our Facebook group, Carolina. So I would love for you to go in our Facebook group and download it so you can have it with you as we are going through the training. There's going to be 3 trainings today, next week on Tuesday, and next week on Thursday as well. So I would love for you to be here. Now, some of you have no idea who I am, right? Like, it's like, I saw this guy, he was doing some Facebook ads. I saw his Instagram and I'm like, oh, sure, let me sign up for this bootcamp. But who the heck is Steven De Cuba? And if you are here, I'm going to do one or two other things. I'm going to either attract you with my energy, my voice, and who I am, or I'm going to repel you. But I'm pretty sure that you're here and you're staying here. It means that we're with the good people. All right. So my name is Steven De Cuba. I am not from Cuba. I was actually born in Aruba, born and raised in Aruba. I am half Latino. My mom is Colombian. So I laugh louder than socially acceptable. I can get really loud. I really can. And it's a blessing and a curse. I say it's more a blessing than a curse. I've been living abroad in Amsterdam for the last 8 years. And I travel a lot between Europe and Aruba to document weddings. I photographed my first wedding in 2014. Yes, a decade ago. And I'm only 27. I moved to Europe in 2016. So that's like about 8 years ago. And I've been named as one of the top 10 wedding photographers in The Hague by 2018. I've made over $100,000 within my business within 15 months. And now I travel the world booking weddings between $5,000 to $12,000 per wedding. I've been featured in different magazines and blogs like The Knot, Focus, The Perfect Wedding, La Champanera, Zenkyo, Karen's and Cake, The Bridal Guide, as you can see, that's a physical magazine in the States. I work with luxury resorts like the Ritz-Carlton, the Marriott Stellaris, Hyatt Regency Resort, a bunch of other different venues as well. And my goal is to help other photographers do what I do. And as you know, as we're just like less than us entrepreneurs, weddings is really nice. It's really, I mean, I love every single wedding that I document, but at the same time, I want to be that person that can help other photographers too. I don't like to call myself a coach, but call me whatever fits. I'm a coach for wedding photographers, and my goal is to help you book the type of weddings that you are excited to put on your website, on your social media, and the type of clients that you are excited to work with. Trust me, I know when I started in 2014, it felt sometimes so slow to book weddings, to get the type of weddings that have the decorations that you are excited to put on your homepage. But sometimes you show up to a wedding and you're like, you know what? This is the wedding that is gonna just pay the bills, not to go on my website. And we've all been there. But my goal is to get you to the next level. All right. So again, this is a conversation. So I would love to see you in the chat. This is not a presentation. So whenever I ask you any question, I would love to see you in there. Now, one of the biggest things that I've learned, and if you're already multitasking, come back to me. One of the biggest things that I have learned is that you can be really good at taking photos, but if you're not good at marketing, sales, and branding, you're just going to be a starving artist. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Photographer Jackson, I'm going to ask you not to be an editor in the workbook. I see also Aline Eyes. You also asked for request to access the file. You have to just make a copy. Melanie, Alina, did you figure it out? You have to make a copy and the copy goes to your Google Drive and then you can edit it. Does that work for everyone? So Melanie, give me a thumbs up if it worked for you. Carolina, did it work for you too? No, you're still there? Okay, let me make sure that you guys all have it. So what you're gonna do is, I will do it for you guys. You go here, right? Workbook in the Facebook group. You click on the PDF file. It means that you downloaded it. And then this opens, right? Click here to get access to the document file. You click there. And then for you, for me, it looks that I can add it. For you, it does not. So I gave you some instruction here. Please make a copy of this file before using it. Do not request access to this file. You go File, make a copy, and then you make a copy in your Google Drive, and then you can edit it. All right? Are we all on the same page? Just making sure everyone has it before we continue. For me, it went straight to request to access, but if you open your Word and open the note, okay. It's anyone with the link. Maybe that's the thing. Ha ha ha. Try again. And if not, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. There's the link. I hope it's the same link. Double check for me, guys, if it worked. How about now? Melanie, can you quickly check for me? It works? Cool. Cool. It's supposed to be working right now. And if not, let me know. But the link is in the chat box in the Zoom. It should be there. It should be working. Cool? All right. So I can respect your time. I'm going to continue. But anything, let me know in the chat. Again, you can be really good at taking photos, but you're not good at marketing, sales, and branding. You're just going to be a starving artist. And that's a hard pill to swallow, especially for us creatives, because sometimes it's like, no, let the art do the working. Yeah, but how far do you think that's gonna work for you? I don't want that for you. What I want you to do right during these 3 days with me is take that photographer hat off. We're gonna put it on the side, and we're gonna take the CEO and business owner hat, and that's the hat that we're gonna put on for throughout this bootcamp together. So we're not gonna be thinking as photographers, we're gonna be thinking as business owners. All right? All right. So one of the biggest mistakes that I see a lot of wedding photographers make is that they think working harder or having better equipments will help. I'm here to tell you that charging premium prices isn't about working harder, more hours, more struggle, more photos, more social media content, more blog posts. No, or having a better equipment. There will always be a better equipment out there. I don't have the latest of the latest of the latest because you buy one today and in 2 months there's a new camera out there. And then 2 weeks later, there's another one. So it's not about having the latest camera, the latest lens, the latest presets or whatever. is about strategy, marketing, branding, and sales strategy. Now, I want to see in the chat box if this resonates with you. Most struggling wedding photographers are held back by self-doubt, thinking they're not good enough or that luxury clients would never choose them. Let me know if this resonates with you. Maybe it is that, well, Stephen, I only have 2 years of experience. Or Stephen, I'm just photographing my first wedding next year. Or maybe it is that, well, I just have a really basic camera. I don't know, it's gonna be my first wedding. I feel like I'm not good enough for that luxury clientele yet. Maybe it's something personal. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you feel like you're not good enough yet. Like your portfolio is not at the level that you want it to be to charge those premium prices. Let me give you one example. What I see a lot of struggling photographers do is that they hesitate to raise their pricing, fearing that clients will reject them if they charge what they're truly worth. So maybe it has to do with rejection. Maybe it means that you avoid pitching yourself to luxury venues or high-end clients because you convince yourself that your portfolio doesn't measure up, even when your work is outstanding. Like, I have beautiful photos, but those high-end clients, I don't know. It almost feels like it comes with extra responsibilities that you feel like you're not there yet. Maybe it means that you focus on upgrading your equipment rather than investing in your own marketing and branding, believing that gear will compensate for your perceived shortcomings. Or maybe it means that you're undervaluing your work, offering discounts. We've all been there. I'll raise my hands and I'll be the first one to say, first months of wedding photographers are like, oh, you want 20% discount? Here it is. And I'm like, at the end of the month, I'm like, shit, I shouldn't have done that. Or free photo shoots to get clients because you're afraid that you won't be booking the clients at your full price. Does that make sense? Let me see. Melanie said, I had that mindset when I came to the island with my $150 shoots, including full gallery. The prices are now almost three times with only a selection of pictures and upselling. Can't wait to grow further. Beautiful. You're in a really beautiful spot, Melanie. I love working with people like you. It really is like, oh, you're in here for a ride. Cool. So anyone else can relate to this? Like maybe it's the rejection, maybe it's pitching yourself to venues, maybe it's the gear, maybe it's about you giving away discounts or free photo shoots. Let me know. But I want to say this. We don't see things as they are. We see them as we are. I'm taking you to church now. We don't see things as they are. We see them as we are. It's almost like a beamer, you know, a beamer at the cinema, at the movies. You have the beamer that reflects on the screen, the movie. It's almost like our brain, our thoughts, our belief systems is the beamer, and we only reflect and we see whatever happens in here. Okay? So I'm from Venezuela and just moved to Miami. I have more than 24 years of experience, but I have to start over again in this city. Over 25 years of experience. I was 2 when you started. Oh, how is that possible? You look like you're in your 30s. Carolina, I need some secret. I love it. Thought, afraid of losing income in a period of transition and from my old clients and their price point to a new clientele. Beautiful. Ooh, I have so much to say about this. We're gonna talk more about this on Tuesday. But I want to put some emphasis here. We don't see things as they are, we see them as we are. And this has a lot to do with your mindset, with your belief system. So let's start there. What is one big challenge right now that is preventing you from increasing your prices and booking more weddings? Drop it in the chat box right now. What is one thing that comes up to you, or like, this is the one thing, if I fix this, I might be more confident to charge premium prices. I think Todd already said it. I'm afraid of losing income in the period of transitioning from old clients and their price point to a new clientele. So it's almost like that fear of, if I raise my price too much or too fast, I won't get more clients because all of my previous clients expect me to be at this price point, right? So who else can agree? Or put in the chat box. What is coming up for you? Alina, I want to see in the chat. Melanie, let me see. Angel, Jackson, Sydney. What is coming up for you when I ask you this? And of course, you have it in the in your workbook as well, so you can reflect on your own. But I want to see one or two in the chat box. What is one big challenge that is preventing you from increasing your prices and booking more weddings? Put in the chat box right now. You know, why is this important? Because once we know what is holding us back, we have awareness. Once we have awareness, we can work on it. I can't tell you how many people are walking around with so many challenges going through their head. They're always on autopilot and they have no idea how to fix it, of course, because they're not aware of it. Yes, I'm with Todd on this one. I don't know where exactly to find those clients that are willing to pay those prices and feel like the experience I offer is worth it. Current clients tell me all the time, but still afraid to lose what I have now, which I know is a sacrifice to get to where I want to be. Yep. For me, I think I need to have my photography style the same every picture, but I have not the feeling I have found the perfect style yet for myself. Okay, cool. Cool. Nice. These are great, guys. You guys are doing a great job. Let me give you some examples. Maybe that helps. Well, maybe I'm not experienced enough to charge premium prices. Maybe it is luxury clients will never choose me over other photographers. There are a ton of other photographers out there. Maybe they're doing a big, better job. I need to improve my portfolio before I can raise my prices. I need a huge social media following to book high clients. Maybe high-end clients are too demanding and hard to please. What comes up for you? Jackson, marketing and ROI and spending marketing dollars and not being able to make it back right away. Cool. So Jackson, when you say marketing, what are you investing in? So is it paid advertisement, Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads? Is it putting your business on directories like the Knot or the Perfect Wedding, things like that? Wedding Wire. The first point too, I'm not expensive not to charge premium prices. Love it, Alina. Thank you for sharing. Melanie, I feel the more people spend with me, the easier they are to work with. My cheaper clients were the hardest I ever had. Yep. That really makes sense. Yep. Sometimes the people that actually do not, or the one that pays the big bucks, I get the least and questions from them, or the least gezeik, as we say, the complaining. Google Ads directories and marketing materials. Okay, cool. Okay, Jackson. Well, this will help you a lot. This training today will help you a lot. Now let's dig deeper. I want you to have at least one written down, at least one, so we can go deeper with this one belief or this one challenge that isn't helping us. All right. So let me ask you, is this belief 100% truth? Is it really true that you aren't good enough, or is it just fear that is holding you back? So for example, I will even challenge you, Alina. Maybe I'm gonna say, I don't know if I'm straight, I'm saying your name correctly. Is it Alina? I'm saying it right? Elena. Alena, that's what I thought. Alena. Okay. So Alena, is it right that maybe we can even challenge yours, which is, I don't have enough years of experience, but do you have years of experience as a photographer and not as a wedding photographer?
No, I just started 1 year ago with making photos.
So how many photo shoots have you done?
Well, I started in January for the first time with photo shoots, and then I thought, oh, only every month one.
Uh-huh.
Then it was with friends to start up, and then I think in March I got the paid ones,
Okay.
and yeah, then I was charging only a little bit.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And now I have already, I bought a new camera and everything because that other one was secondhand. So
Yeah.
just to, yeah, have the feeling, do I want to get more of it or not? And now I have a better camera. So now I'm charging more. Well, now I just got the baby 7 weeks ago, so
Yeah.
I'm lowering now.
Yeah.
But I want to start up again. And I think I did, I don't know how many shoots, maybe 20 shoots or in total or something.
Wow, that's amazing. That's great.
Yeah.
Now, as I want to
Before
challenge,
I was with maternity leave, I think I had two every week then
yeah, beautiful. I
because
love
I couldn't do more.
it. So, is it true, 100% true that you don't have enough experience?
Yeah, I think it's also the fear.
Is the fear. There we go. Because let me ask you this way. You have 20 in the pocket. How many do you need for you to say, I have enough experience? Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's
Exactly.
never enough for yourself, I think.
Exactly. That's where I want to go with this. It will never be enough because there will always be, oh, I could have done it better. Oh, or maybe when I shoot at the Lake Como, when on the boat, or when I'm showing you guys my photos that I did recently in Paris. Look, once I'm in Paris and I'll have these type of photos in my album, then I have enough experience. But what I want to make clear here is that we're giving away our power to external circumstances. When you give your power away to external circumstances has power over you. And same thing with gear, same thing with not having enough. There's Elena that said, I don't have enough shoot experience, but then I asked her how many she has. She said 20. I'm like, whoa, maybe sure, not wedding photography, but it doesn't mean that you don't have experience. You do have experience. We learn something new from every photo shoot. Heck yes, Carolina. Beautiful. Yep. Every single photo shoot is a learning experience. So I want you to just put it down. I don't have enough years of experience. And then you ask yourself, is this belief 100% true? Well, no, I actually have 20 photo shoot experience. But again, who's counting? And then again, who's dictating? Or you have 20, you need 21. 21 is the number, Elena, not 20. You know, who's doing that? No one is doing that. So it's ourself, it's our brain that is tricking us to believe that there's a certain number, certain experience, certain gear that we need before we make it happen. Let's go deeper. What is the origin of this belief? Where this belief come from? Did you internalize it based on a past experience? Maybe is comparison, other photographers, other portfolios. Maybe it's external feedback. Madeline said, no, it's probably not. Our minds are keeping us small. I recently heard if you can see it with your mind, you can hold it in your hands. Everything that we believe is true because we live towards it. The smaller you think, the smaller you will stay. The bigger you're thinking, the further you will get. It's all in here. It's all in here. So Melanie, can you give me something, a challenge that you can unmute yourself as well, that is preventing you from charging premium prices? What is coming up for you?
So an experience to like keep me small. I mean, I started out in Netherlands, and I mean, I've been living there for more than 20 years. So I already had my people around me that knew me, that could recommend me to people. And here I started over. And I remember when I got here to the island, I mean, of course, the first few weeks, you're settling, you know, you're getting used to your new life. And I kept on thinking, like, oh, I'm not booking any shoots. What am I doing wrong? Maybe I should lower my prices. And I lowered my prices. And still nothing came in. And after a few weeks, I had one session, and they told me, like, what you're offering right now, like the experience we got, we had so much fun. We never had this much fun in a photo session. You know, we're always like kind of looking up against it, not wanting to go, but you know, you want to have the memory, so you just kind of drag yourself into it. They say what you did there, that is worth way more. And after that session, I raised my prices back up to the initial price I had in Netherlands. And from there, I started like getting more bookings. So yeah, then I also kind of set some goals for myself, and I reached those goals now. So I'm going back to part-time at my job and working full-time photography now.
Amazing. I love it. I love it for you. And I love this also, the hustling part that, okay, I'm gonna start low and then I can slowly grow. That's also really good for you because I'm not even talking only about the pricing, I'm also talking about your own confidence. Confidence is built by doing. Confidence is built by trying again and again and again and again. It's just like riding a bike. You start really like first time like fell down and it's four wheels. And then slowly but surely you start getting the hang of it by riding a bike by experience. And same thing with business. You're now on the bike of business and you're gonna fall down. You're gonna scratch your legs, you're gonna stretch your knees, and it's all gonna be part of the process. So thank you so much for sharing. And what I hear is that you had your pricing at a certain point and then no one was booking, so then you dropped it. I want you to also use this as a way for you to really understand that it's not about not letting external feedback dictate for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes we even have, and I even recommend doing like style shoot, free photo shoots that you organize. Like, for example, maybe someone that has
I'm
still
actually working that out now. Yeah.
beautiful. So like, for example, having, maybe this is valuable for Elena too, that a couple that has their wedding attire and still, and then you say, hey, can you put it on? And then we'll take some couple of photos. I'll do it for free. I'll give you these photos for free, but you give me permission to use these photos for my portfolio. Boom. Then you get more content in your portfolio as well for weddings, which you can use for marketing. So that's definitely one of the things that I will also focus on, especially in the phase that you are in your business. So thank you for sharing, Melanie. So can you give me one sentence that we can maybe use that we can go deeper with? Is this belief 100% truth? And where is this coming from? Did you write down anything, Melanie?
I think for me, yeah, it's definitely the external feedback.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
And is this 100% truth? Is it a fact or is it a
No,
belief?
it's someone's opinion.
There we go. There we go. How does that make you feel just saying that? Like, this is not truth, Melanie. This is just someone's opinion. How does it make you feel?
Well, I've been working on this a lot the past 2 weeks, so I think I'm kind of in the process already. But yeah, for me, I mean, it's someone's opinion, and how I started to look at it is, does that person that gives me that opinion, is that like my client, like my ideal client for where I want to be? And if it's not, then why does that opinion matter to me?
Yes, yes, yes. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Boom. So let me ask you this then. What is the impact? And I know you've been working on it. What is the impact of holding on to this belief? What opportunities have you already missed? Or how has this affected your pricing, marketing, and confidence if you keep on holding to this belief? Let's say for the next 5 years, you keep on telling yourself, well, whatever it is, I'm not good enough. I may need to lower my pricing. People are not buying because of my pricing right now. What is the impact? What is the consequence on holding on to this belief?
I will probably be at the same point, if not burn out.
Boom. There you go. Yeah. So I'm using Melanie as an example, but this is for everyone. Take a look at what are the things that is holding you back and really ask yourself, is this a belief or is this 100% true? Is it a fact? And if you keep holding on to this belief, what is the consequence of doing that? Because today I want to propose a different strategy, a different belief system. And what I want to do is to think about a moment where you did something that proves this belief wrong. Melanie, for example, she raised her prices and she booked weddings. Boom. There you go. She proved that this belief isn't true. It's just an opinion of someone else. So what is holding you back? And can we find evidence somewhere that contradicts this belief? I don't have enough gear. Well, if I look back in my bag, I have 3 cameras, 5 lenses, and 20 SD cards. Okay, I do believe I have enough equipment. And even if you don't, can you look for something else that contradicts this belief? All right. So think about it, write it down. Something that proves that there's that it's not the truth. So for example, even if it's say the sky is blue, is this a belief or is this a fact? I can look for something that contradicts that. Well, is the sky blue at night? Is the sky blue when it's cloudy? So it contradicts that the sky is not blue, right? So can you find something that contradicts your current belief system that does not support raising your prices? I don't have enough years of experience. Well, how many experience do you have? I have 20 photo shoots that I've done. Okay, it contradicts it. Check. What I'm trying to do is to minimize that little voice in your head that is preventing you from taking that step. That's what we're doing right now. I'm basically working with your subconscious mind. I don't know if you've noticed that. That's what we're doing right now. All right. Now, what would your belief look like if we change it to an empowering belief instead of limiting? So let me give you an example. A limiting belief could be, I don't have enough portfolio work to attract premium clients. Then I can change that belief system to, the quality of my work and the experience I provide are more important than the quantity of images in my portfolio. I can curate a small, powerful collection that showcases my unique style and skills. Nothing changed physically, but everything changed here. And the way you see business, the way you see life, the way you see photography, the way you see portfolio determines what is possible for you. How you show up in your business determines what is possible for you. And what your current reality right now is a reflection of your belief systems and the way that you see business. So whatever is happening in your life right now is just a reflection of what happened in the past. Let me give you another example. Limiting belief. High-end weddings are out of my reach because I don't have connections in the luxury market. Well, we can change it to, I can build meaningful relationships with with industry professionals by networking strategically and delivering exceptional results. I don't need a head start. I just need to take action. Do you see the difference right there? Nothing changed. It's only the way we think and we talk to ourselves. Let me give you another one. If I raise my prices, I lose all my clients. This is for my buddy Todd. If I raise my prices, I lose my clients. Let's change it to something more uplifting, more empowering. Raising my prices will attract clients who value my expertise and are willing to invest in high quality service I provide. I will lose price-focused clients, but I will gain the ones who see my worth. This different perspective, right? And let me tell you something, there's a client for everyone and in all different price points. There's a reason why some people buys a $750 belt at Louis Vuitton versus a $40 belt at Zara. Product is the same. It's just a belt. Different price point, different brand, different client experience. When you go to the Zara, sometimes, especially I live in Amsterdam, so in Amsterdam sometimes I'm like, oh my God, this is a shit show. It's all over the place. But when I go to Louis Vuitton, there's a line, you can make appointment, they greet you with Prosecco or water, whatever you want to drink. You have your area to sit down. There's someone helping you throughout the experience. I can buy the same belt, or at least a belt. Different brand, different price point, different client experience. So your life is a reflection of your beliefs. If you change your beliefs, you change your life. And today, that was a really short exercise that we did together that I want you to do it on your own and go deeper. You have 1 week before our next training. Go deep with this one, because this is what will dictate the difference in your business. I want to tell you that it's branding and marketing and sales, but if this is not in the right place, then we're missing the point. So with that, I want you to take one small action. What is one small step that you can take today to reinforce this new belief? Maybe it is that I'm going to reach out to a high-end venue to introduce myself. Maybe it is that you're going to raise your prices on your website or creating a premium package. Maybe it means that you're not going to raise your prices, but you're going to create like a premium one and that have it there as a price anchor. Maybe it is that you update your portfolio on your website with high-end images and craft a new bio that reflects your worth. Maybe it is that you're going to plan a stylish shoot where you have 100% of the content that you produce. Maybe something also for you, Carolina, as you're now in Miami and you want to maybe create more portfolio there, and maybe reach out to the Ritz-Carlton, the Four Seasons, maybe a wedding planner that you see in your area, maybe a couple that you know and you want to plan a photo shoot with them. I'm actually planning a style shoot in Miami next month. I think I have to reschedule it because of conflicts of schedules with the planner and the venue. But I'll be in Miami maybe next month. So it's going to be really cool. But definitely, I would do that. I still plan style shoots, even after more than 10 years of experience. Why? Because you have control over the content that you produce. Right? I could be your second camera. I love it. So I will definitely do that. But don't wait for me, Carolina. You can do it by this week. Contact people. Or I remember I moved to Madrid. I lived to Madrid for 6 months. I was messaging people on wedding planners via DMs every single day. Hey, I'm here for 6 months. I want to work with you. Let me see how, let's chat. Let's grab a coffee. I did what like all the wedding planners I can find. That got me into a magazine. It got that far. So think about one step, small step that you can take to reinforce this new belief. Now, let's now tap into the nitty-gritty, the strategy part. Right now, we did some mindset work. Let's go to the practical part, which is the 3 things you need to master to raise your prices without losing clients. And I want you to work in your workbook. This is what I call the high-end click framework. This is the framework that I've created based on the program that I teach to other wedding photographers on how to raise your prices and increase their perceived value so that they can book high-end weddings. And there are 3 things that you need in order to achieve that. Number 1, branding, an exceptional branding. Number 2, a perceived value. And perceived is the keyword here. Some people hate Coca-Cola, but they love Pepsi. And some people say, like, it's the same thing. Some people don't like Adele, the singer. I'm her biggest fan. So we're going to get in a fight if you're not her fan. I'm kidding, totally kidding. But some people don't like, I don't know, some people don't like Nikon. Other people loves Canon. Love her. She's great. Great. More points for you, Carolina. So perceived value happens in the mind of your consumer. So that is the important part here. And then the third part is your client experience. These 3 things work together. And we're going to be working on all of these 3 points throughout our trainings together. All right. So I'm gonna give you like the small, the like what I can give you within these 3 days. But this is exactly what we cover in the high-end click. Today, I want to talk about branding. And branding is really important because this has everything to do with how people perceive you. They all work together. Now, a study by Harvard Business Review highlighted that perceived value can influence pricing strategy. Businesses that successfully enhance their perceived value through branding and customer experience can command higher prices. So it's basically really, really important for us to understand where is our current branding right now. And you have to be really the judge when it comes to looking at your own business. Don't put your opinion and don't put your feelings into like, no, like a judge, really neutral. How is my branding right now? How would you rate your branding from 1 to 10? How would you rate that? Like, think about these things, right? Now we can see bigger names like Jose Vela, Lauren Fair, Jasmine Starr, Ben Hartley, Caitlin James. They're all successful wedding photographers that have a recognizable personal brand. They've all built their business by using themselves as their biggest and most important asset in their company, in their business. Do you guys know one of these people? Yeah, Jose Vela, Lauren Fair. No, Caitlin James. But they're all professional photographers as well. Jasmine Star doesn't do wedding photography anymore, but she built her career on wedding photography. Right? Jose Vela is the one that photographed Justin Bieber's wedding, and he does a lot of these celebrity weddings as well. Really, really beautiful work. Now, your personal brand is the most powerful asset that you have because it helps you stand out from your competitors. It humanizes your business and connects with potential customer on a more personal level, creating trust and loyalty. And especially as wedding photographers, you're going to be the one that is going to be the most in front of your couple's face throughout their whole wedding day. And it's really important for us to have that connection with them. More personal level, more connection, more trust, loyalty. This is the way to make them raving fans. So you can get all those amazing Google reviews and people talking about you. You know how important word of mouth is. So your personal brand is going to help you with that. And then you don't have to compete based on pricing or creativity, because there's a reason why there's a lot of people that stand hours in line to watch Beyonce. Or there's a reason why people sleep outside of Apple to get the latest Apple product. Or they sleep outside of the Kardashians play. Like I'm not into them, but they people at Dash, they go outside to get their makeup and they're like hours waiting for the store to open. There is a reason why that happens, because they have a personal brand. And love them or hate them, the reality is that they have a brand and it works. So same thing for you. Now, you don't have to be that famous. You don't have to be that rich to start your own personal brand. You can start today. Jeff Bezos said that your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. That really hit a spot right there when I read that. Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. So what are people saying about you when you're not in the room? So let's work on your personal brand. There are 4-step framework that I want to teach today to crafting your personal brand. And I want you to work on this throughout this bootcamp with me. All right. And I want you to share it as well in the Facebook group. So the first step is to define your core values. What do I mean by that? Creativity, excellence when it comes to customer service. Maybe it is your authenticity. Maybe that you have a really great attention to detail. Maybe it's timeliness. What do I mean by that? Maybe you're the type of photographer that focuses on the type of photos that 5, 10, 15, 25 years from now, they look back at these photos and they can still relive their wedding day. Maybe it's the client relationship that since the first meeting that you have with your couples, you're already building connection. I think it's so crazy that I photographed a wedding in May and the couple is coming back to Aruba in 2 weeks from now. I'm currently in Aruba right now and we're going to go to dinner. And then in December, they're going to come back here, open the year. And they told me, if you want to come, we can open the year together at the Ritz-Carlton. And I'm like, wow, they're just clients, but at the same time, holy cow, they're like inviting me into their lives. That is what I'm talking about when it comes to current relationship. Does it mean that I have all the relationship with all of my clients? No, but we strive to get the most out of every clients, right? Maybe it's innovation. Maybe it means that you're super creative. You bring drones. You have the 360, you know, that the video experience, camera experience. Like you come up with different things. Maybe your core value can also be in family, right? Maybe you're someone that value a lot of family time. You also show that in your marketing, in your branding. So your core values are really, really important. And these are all in the workbook as well, right? Step number 2, crafting your artistic style. So I would love for you to claim that you are a wedding photographer, even if you're doing way more than wedding photography alone. Because there's power in specialization. When you have a heart problem, do you go to a general practitioner or would you go to a heart surgeon? You would definitely go to someone that is really specialized in your heart, right? And what will happen? You will pay more to the heart surgeon than to a general practitioner. Same thing with wedding photography. If I am getting married, I'm not just going to go to a photographer that takes photos of people or kids at the beach. I'm going to go to a wedding photographer, a specialized wedding photographer. So I want you to claim that I'm a wedding photographer and promote yourself as such. Now, you might say, yeah, but Steven, I'm not getting enough weddings yet. I'm still doing maternity photo shoot and family photo shoot and studio photo shoot because I need to pay the bills. I get it. But at the same time, I want you to focus. Like, for example, practical stuff. If you see my Instagram account, I have an Instagram for Steven de Cuba _weddings. You will only see weddings. And when I promote myself as a wedding photographer, I only send engaged couples there. Now I have the luxury that I don't have to do any other photo shoots that is not wedding. So I don't share any other things. But sometimes I have clients that book me as their wedding photographer and they want to do a family photo shoot as well. I will still do it for them, but I won't promote it. I will keep it to myself and to the clients. But what I want you to do is really claim I'm a wedding photographer and you promote yourself as such. And then we craft your artistic style. So how do you want your clients to feel when they look at your images? Maybe it's light and airy. Maybe it's dark and moody and really flash effects, things like that. Maybe it's the documentary and photojournalistic style, like more authenticity, more like in the moment, not a lot of posing shots. Maybe it's more like fine art, editorial, something that you will see in a magazine, in Vogue, you're right? So what is your artistic style? That's what I want you to think about. And then step number 3, finding your brand voice. I'm gonna give you mine in a bit, Carolina. It's coming up. I'm gonna give an example. So finding your brand voice is the third step. What words would you use to describe your communication style? Professional and polished, fun and approachable, romantic and elegant, bold and creative. I definitely, and I think by now you can already guess mine. What would you say? Let me see if I'm doing a great job. Professional, polished, fun and approachable, romantic, elegant, bold and creative. Not everyone at the same time. Fun, yes. Fun and approachable. I'm glad it clicked. Yeah. I'm like just like this during a meeting. I just actually had a meeting with a couple before this call, and it was just like this. Two friends having fun, or three friends having fun, just chatting. It feel what I always say, I want my clients to feel like we've been friends for a while and we're just catching up. That's how I want them to feel. I want them to feel like they're just catching up with an old friend. And on their wedding day, I want them to feel that they have a friend with a really expensive camera documenting the day. That's how I want them to feel. I'm not their vendor, I'm their friend. That's what I want to portray. And now we put it all together, which is step number 4. And for that, I have a brand statement fill in the blank template. And you're going to do this. This is your homework for next week or for the whole week. My name is your name. I specialize in capturing the emotion and experience for your ideal clients. With a style approach, I create unique results that reflect specific focus. My clients feel this emotion or experience during the process throughout the journey. It sounds like a mouthful, I know, but let me give you an example. My name is Steven de Cuba. I specialize in capturing timeless joy for couples who value romance and elegance. With a light and airy approach, I create authentic, heartfelt images that reflect the beauty of their special day. My clients feel completely at ease throughout the journey. That's an example, and this is also in the workbook, so you can use it there. So that is an example of a brand statement that you can put. I want you to do this homework and share it in the Facebook group. All right? So let's recap. Number 1, you're going to define your core values. You're going to craft your artistic style. You're going to find your brand voice. How do you want your communication to go, your marketing, how people will perceived your brand. And then number 4, putting it all together with a brand statement. So today we work on the branding piece of the high-end click framework, which is this one, right? The important part here is that you need all 3 of them: branding, perceived value, and client experience. Now, what if you neglect branding? Like, yeah, cool, Steven, sounds like a fun exercise to do, but I'm not gonna do it. Cool. I mean, I can refund you your $0.0 that you paid me, right? Or you can do it, and then it's going to help you take your business to the next level. Because if you don't, your messaging may be inconsistent. Sometimes you're fun and approachable, and then you're professional, and then you're bold, and then you're shooting light and airy, and then you're like strong editing and dark and moody. It's super inconsistent. People don't see the consistency in your branding. Clients may struggle to recognize or remember you in a crowded market, making it difficult to stand out. And I kid you not, it has never been so busy in the wedding industry, and there are only more people joining. Especially after social media and camera, or so many options of cameras, everyone is a photographer now. So the competition is only getting bigger and stronger and more difficult to enter. So if you think that just let me be more creative and then just let me have more professional gear, think again. We need to focus on the branding, because a weak or unclear brand can give the impression of unprofessionalism. So we need to work on these things so we can reflect it, and then it comes like just like a boomerang. Boom, it comes back. So what you put out there, will attract the right people to your business. If right now your branding is not attracting the type of people that you want to work with, maybe it's time to do something different. Because building a personal brand is the fastest. If you're multitasking, come back to me. This is important. Building a personal brand is the fastest and most effective way to increase your perceived value as a wedding photographer so you can charge premium prices and book high-end weddings. Is the fastest and most effective way, but that doesn't mean it's easy. It does require work. It does require commitment. It does require you to take action. And today I'm only asking you to take one small action this week, which is the exercise that we did together. Everything is the workbook. Okay? Now, this is something that we go deeper in the high-end click, my signature course for wedding photographers, where we talk about your brand story, we craft it together, your brand values, your personality. We work on your elevator pitch and things that makes your personal brand unique so you can stand out. And we work on your brand visual identity. This is the core foundation. It's just like building a house. You have the core foundation of a house, and then you build on top of it. This is where we start in the high-end click. Right now, don't feel like I'm pitching you because it's not open for enrollment. So you cannot join, even if you want to. Right now, we're not open for enrollment. But I just want you to know, at least so you have an idea what we work on. Today, we're doing just one piece. Is the brand story, your values, and your personality, which we put in the exercise today. But there's so much more that we can work on. All right? I just wanted to share one testimonial from one of my members. He said, my confidence increased knowing that the personal brand is my business. Noticing my clients appreciate me in person for that and understanding who I am before even we meet. Clients approach me now equally for my personality and also my skill level. Now I have more revenue, more clients saying yes to new pricing, and fewer rejection. That is the power of working on your brand. So today we work on branding, which is training number 2. Number 1, Training number 2 is your client experience, which will be next week on Tuesday, same time, same Zoom link, same everything. And then training number 3, which will be the next week on Thursday, we will work on perceived value. So every single piece of the framework gets its own training and workbook with assignments, with everything. So make sure you catch up with the training and the assignments before next week on Tuesday. You have a whole week, all right? So you have time. So next training for the client experience, we're going to talk about the 7 phases of your client experience and how to elevate each phase so you can increase your perceived value and charge higher prices. We're going to learn how to create efficient systems and workflows that improve the client experience so you can reduce stress for both you and the clients. There's nothing worse than giving a client that is planning a wedding extra stress. We need to minimize that. And you're going to discover the difference between booking a $2,000 and a $10,000 client experience. And I'm going to break it all down for you. I have a complete cheat sheet that I will give to you as well, but you have to tune in live next week on Tuesday, same time. All right. I recorded this training, so I will send you the replay via email that you can go throughout the whole training again and do all the assignments again with your workbook, so you can pause, you can reflect, you can do all of that. But that is today. That is it for today. We conclude training number 1. Next training is on the 22nd of October, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Same place, same host, same energy, maybe a little bit more. And I'm happy to help you guys further. I have 8 more minutes for questions. Q&A. This is the time for you to ask me any questions that came up from the training of today or anything that came up as you were watching this training. You can unmute yourself and you can ask me any question. All right? Who want to go first? And if no one, that's also fine with me. I have a meeting in a bit, so I have about 7 minutes now. Any questions? Por a one, do you speak Spanish? Pues claro, si mi mamá es colombiana. Yes, my mom is Colombian, so of course I speak Spanish, hence why I have a little bit of an accent. Yes, I speak Papiamento. Papiamento is the native language of Aruba. I speak Spanish. My mom is Colombian. I speak Dutch. I speak English. And I bullshit a little bit of Portuguese. I won't say speak, but it's similar to Spanish. So sometimes I can understand. I can say a couple of things. I've done 2 workshops of Portuguese, but until there. But yeah, about 4 to 5 languages I can speak. Yeah. Definitely, Carolina. Love it, love it, love it. Any more questions? Or let me know in the chat box. How did you find this? How was it for you? Put in the chat box. How was it the first training for you? Okay, Jackson has a question. What was your journey first starting out before transitioning to a luxury wedding photographer? Oh, that's a great question. So let me see the time. Okay, so for me, I started wedding photography in Aruba. I started wedding photography first by being a second photographer for other photographers because I'm like, I don't want to do it all on my own for the first time. So I started with other photographers first. I was doing second photography. And then I learned from these photographers a lot. Excuse me. And then from there, I saw the power in hosting style shoots. So I was doing style shoots. I'm not going to lie. In Aruba, I did not do any style shoots. When I traveled, I moved to Amsterdam. There, I saw that they were doing a lot of style shoots. So I was participating in a lot of them too. And that helped me get my portfolio to the next level too. Then I was building a lot of relationships with vendors in the industry. This helps a lot. And this is something that we're going to talk about next on Tuesday as well, because you have to understand. Let me ask you this. As engaged couples, what is the first thing they book before they even book you as a photographer? That's a great question, Tom. Wedding planners, venue. Yes. So wouldn't it be really smart for us to build relationship with venues and wedding planners so that when the couples go to them first, we meet them where they are. So they, meaning the wedding planners, can say, hey, I know a super great guy. His name is Steven De Cuba. This is his work. Maybe you should hire him. They're already selling for you. I kid you not, this is the way that I get most of my clients. Vendor relationships. So we need to build those relationships. So that's how I started. Second shooting for other photographers and like get the experience and see how he does it without me having to be the main photographer. Style shoots and building relationship with vendors. 3 ways. Cool? This is a great episode for my podcast. If you don't know, I have a podcast, Steven De Cuba Podcast, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, everywhere. I share some tips there too. And on YouTube, you can also find me. Okay, Todd asks, do you think not listing your pricing on your website attracts more of the clients you want? Seems like a lot of luxury wedding photographers don't list any pricing. That's a great question, Todd. So I don't share my pricing and openly. The reason for this is because I also have different pricing based on people who I'm working with. I know that Aruba is really odd because I know that in the States, they don't do this a lot. But in Aruba, if you book me via, for example, a wedding planner or a resort, let's say you book me via the Marriott asks me for commission for my work, which means that my pricing booking me via the Marriott and booking me directly are 2 different pricing, which also means that I cannot show those 2 prices in public because it comes with some trouble, which I've had with me communicating one price and then the resort communicated one price and then the couple's like, what is happening here? There are two different prices. This doesn't make sense. And that also, it was not cute. It was not cute. I will tell you that. It was not nice what happened. So the reason for that, that's my main reason why I don't share my prices online. But what I would say to like filter your leads, I would say, for example, investment starting at, and then you share the starting price. So starting at $3,000, for example. So they know they're not going to spend less than $3,000 to work with you. So you like putting a filter. What I also do on my questionnaire, my inquiry form, I put a question, and this is also strategically, what is your ideal range of budget for wedding photographer? And then it starts at 3,000, 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 10, above 12,000 or above 10,000. And then they can choose. This is just for me to filter them, but also for them to know, hey, I won't be working with Steven for less than $3,000, for example. Cool? Todd, let me know if I answered your question. Melanie, for me, this was a confirmation that I have to follow my heart more. I'm already on the way on this journey, but this shows me that I'm on the right track. Thank you, Steven, for always sharing such valuable information. Of course, Melanie. I'm so happy that you made it and that you came up here live. Of course, of course, of course. Thank you. How about the rest? How was it for you? I have a couple of minutes before I have to hop on another meeting. So let me know, how was it for you? How was the first training for you? Carolina, what is a styling shoot? Styling shoot is kind of like a fake wedding that you organize just to get photos out of it, just to like build your portfolio. So I've done it in the past where I approach a wedding planner. I say, hey, wedding planner, I want to do a photo shoot, a styled photo shoot at this venue, and let's create a mood board together so we can invite a lot of vendors that want to participate. No one gets money out of this. It's just everyone investing their own time or equipment to host this wedding. We have models, we have nice attire, we have control over everything. Because sometimes at a wedding, you arrive and like, oh God, they chose that color, or oh God, they could have done a better job at the reception. And it makes sense because you cannot control the client's budget, but at a style shoot, we can control everything. As a photographer, you really don't invest much. For us, it's the cheapest investment because we only have to invest our money, our time, sorry, our time. Time is the biggest investment that we, even though time is money, but time is the only thing that we invest. For example, a florist, they have to invest their flowers, right? And they also have to bring their like their workers to like set up for them. And like, you know, so it's not always attractive for everyone, but I will look for people that are definitely looking for professional photos for their portfolio. And then you can say, okay, let's organize a style shoot. I've done as simple as, and maybe this also answered Jackson's questions, like how did you get started? For example, for me, I remember once I went to Paris just as a vacation, and I told myself, I'm gonna bring my camera, I'll go to the Eiffel Tower, and I will just look for a random couple that looks really cute. And I will approach them. And that's exactly what I did. I was at the Eiffel Tower. I saw a couple like, they're cute. I went to them like, hey guys, I think you guys are super cute. I'm a wedding photographer. I wanted to build my portfolio in Europe. I'm in Paris. I think you guys are cute. Do you mind me taking your photos totally for free? I'll send it to you, but you give me permission to use your photos in my marketing. They said yes. I was like, cool. Boom. Took their photos, only the two of them in front of the Eiffel Tower. I've done it in Madrid. In Madrid, I live next to the El Retiro, el Parque del Retiro. This is how it's called. And I will go to the Parque del Retiro. I will sit with my camera and just wait for a cute couple to show up. Like literally, I would just stay there because I told myself, I don't have anything to do. I don't have clients. I don't have anything. I might as well just go out there and do it. I will sit in the park and then wait for a cute couple. I remember I got one. I said, hey, can I take your photos? Took their photos. They give me permission. We connected on Instagram. And then they sent me a message 3 days later. Hey, Steven, can we do it again? And this time we pay you, but this time we come fully dressed. She did her makeup. He went to get a haircut and everything. They came in, he came in a suit. She came in a really beautiful, beautiful dress. I'm like, booyah. Got that photo shoot. 2 weeks later, they sent me a message. Hey, my cousin is getting married. They love our photos. Can you meet with them? I'm like, boom. That's how it is. Word of mouth is really important, super powerful, but you have to take the first step. For me, it meant I'm going to sit at the park and wait for a cute couple to arrive, and I'm going to take their photos. Maybe it means that you're going to show up to a, you're going to, I don't know, go to a really famous resort and you're going to look for a cute couple, or you're going to see on Instagram as well. I will look for hashtags and I look for wedding planners in my area. I message them. Hey, this is my portfolio. This is my work. I want to work with you. Let me know if we can sit for a coffee. That's it. That's really, really it. Like at the beginning, it was about the hustle. It's about, I don't care because I'm not building a 1-year business. I'm building a legacy. I'm building a business that is gonna give me the type of life that I want. So I'm gonna invest right now, even if it's at the beginning that I see I don't have money coming in, I'm gonna do it because I know it's gonna have the ripple effect at a later point. Cool? Awesome. Okay, Melanie, time is the most valuable thing you have since you can never reproduce them. Yep. Money and products can always be reproduced or brought again. Yep, it's completely right. Guys, I have a meeting in 5 minutes, so I'm gonna close it down now. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for participating. I cannot wait to see your brand statements in the Facebook group. So make sure you put it in there. It's so nice to meet you too, Carolina. It's a pleasure. I hope to see you all next week on Tuesday, same time, same place. We'll see each other in the Facebook group. We're still connected there. If you have any questions, just let me know. Drop it in there, and I'm more than happy to help you out. All right. Have a beautiful day. I will send the replay within the next 24 hours. The workbook is in the Facebook group, so you can make it all happen. Thank you, guys. Virtual
Thank
hug.
you, Steven.
Thank
I was
you.
busy with my baby, but I'm listening to you.
Oh, thank you, Aline. I'm so glad that you stayed until the end. So I'll see you guys next week.
I'll see you this weekend.
I'll see you this weekend, Elaine. Yeah, for sure. Bye-bye,
Yeah.
guys. Have a great
Okay,
one.
guys, thank you.
Bye.